Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for taking some time to click on this video. I have pretty excited about all the stuff I got today. So I feel like there was a lot of decent deals you can get today without a 10 off of 70 or any kind of purchase-based coupon like that. I know some people are getting the 20 off of 100 and things like that. But there's definitely some good deals today that are very low out-of-pocket costs without a 10 off of 70, or you could just mix them into a 10 off of 70, whatever you decide to do. But there was a couple deals I didn't do that I wanted to mention. So there are lots of CVS like foot products, like bunion cushions, things like that are buy two and get a $5 extra buck, and some of them are as low as like I think like $4.29 a piece. So they could be a good filler item in your 10 off of 70 if you need them. Also, like Excedrin, we got $1.50 digital and $1.50, and I think we got printables too, and then there's coupon reimbursements on some of the sites. But Excedrin, 24 count or more, is included in a deal, along with like Advil and some other things where if you buy two, you get a $5 extra buck. If we had Advil coupons, that would be the best, because Advil is the 24 counts only like $5.29. So two of them would be like basically like $10.60 to $10.58. You get the $5 extra buck, making it $5.58. And then if we had any Advil coupons, it would be super cheap to get two of them. But the Excedrin are more like $7.29, I think they are. So it would be like $14.58. So you get the $5 extra buck, making it $9.58. And then you could use $3 in coupons, making it $6.58 for two Excedrin, if that's something that, that you need. So those were just a couple deals I didn't do. But let's just jump in over here to the things I did do. So here is my 10 off of 70. Everything from the gum floss picks over to the Monday is what I put in my 10 off of 70. I was really excited about the gum floss picks. I always watch for that deal because it's usually buy two and get a $5 extra buck. So when we have dollar coupons, I think we have printable coupons, we have coupon reimbursements on like Checkout 51 and stuff, and we have a digital. And I actually really prefer the gum over the Oral-B ones, although they're fine. They're all fine. I just find that the Oral-B floss picks break a lot. I don't know if you guys have the same issue. Maybe my teeth are too tight together. I don't know. But it usually takes me at least 2 or 3 Oral-B floss picks to get through flossing my whole mouth. That's probably too much information for you. But the gum ones don't break as much. I usually just need one. So anyway, there's a little fact there for you. Okay, so I picked up the Monday, and we have been getting this deal for weeks now. I feel like they keep having this deal with buy one, get one 50% off, and you buy two and you get a $4 extra buck. I think maybe once we got a $5 extra buck, but it's a $4 extra buck now, and they keep giving us the $1 printable coupons from coupons.com. So I keep picking up this deal every week because it's a great, filler item. And every time I go in there and I'm picking up these products, these Monday products, I start singing in my head Matic Monday. So it's like every Sunday I'm in CVS singing Matic Monday in my head because I can't help it, and it's also a classic. So in my store, they are $5.79, and at buy one, get one half off, so times 1.5 is $8.68. I use 2 of the $1 printable coupons from coupons.com, making it $6.68, and you get your $4 extra buck back, so $2.68 for the 2 of those. I'm sure the Persil is going to be a super popular deal this week because they're on sale. We have a really decent extra buck coming back, and we also have $2 rebates on Ibotta, up to 2 times. So this deal is a limit of, 1 per account. So it's $6.99 for 2 of them. This is $13.98. I don't have any coupons, making it $13.98. I got the $6 extra buck back, and you'll get $4 back on Ibotta. I'm waiting for that to come through because I also had checked off that 2% back at CVS just to get another Ibotta rebate. I don't anticipate getting but like pennies back for that, but it always takes a lot longer for those rebates to come through when you're also claiming like percent back on Ibotta. So that makes it $3.98 for the 2 of them, and I think they're like 9 something a piece normally. So the next thing I picked up was the Axe. That we don't have any coupons for those anymore, but it's still a really good deal because they are buy one, get one half off. So they're $7.29 in my store, so it'd be $10.93 for 2 of them. No coupons, so they're $10.93, but you get a $4 extra buck back and $4 back from Fetch if you still haven't exhausted that Fetch rebate. So it's $8 back, so it's only $2.93, making those a great filler item as well for your 10 off of 70. This Polydent might not be the deal for you, but I have several family members who need this. And so it's super cheap and also, great to throw in your 10 off of 70 if you need it. So these ones here are only $3.59. So 2 will cost you $7.18. I checked. I don't have any coupons for those. We do have like coupons that aren't expired yet for larger ones. It has to be like the 90 count. These are only the 30 count. So it's $7.18 for 2, but you do get a $5 extra buck back for buying 2. So it's only $2.18 for both of those packs there. So then I picked up these gum. I think gum, you know, floss pick things. I think these are the 150 count. So they're $4.99 a piece, so 2 will cost you $9.98. I used the $1 digital and a $1 printable coupon, so making it $7.98, and you get the $5 extra buck back, so it makes it $2.98 for the 2 of them. So this Jonah, I just happened to be like perusing past the Joa, I keep saying Jonah, I'm sorry, the Joa display, and they're buy 2 and get a $4 extra buck this week. And I don't know that I've ever noticed that they sell face masks, and this is just in the same stand with like all of their makeup items. So these are like the cooling gel cream sheet masks. And so they're only $3.49 a piece. So 2 will cost you $6.98. No coupons for that. So it's $6.98, and I got the $4 extra buck back, making it $2.98 for the both of those. And then the CoverGirl. So something weird happened with my CoverGirl. I scanned these in store, and the $4 CRT came up that everyone was getting. And then I didn't realize at the time, because nothing came up other than that when I scanned them, but when I went to do the CoverGirl on my other account, there's also like a $4 digital coupon, but I used the only 2 $3 insert coupons that I had on this. I don't know why the $4 digital didn't come up at the time. This account, I mean, it should get it. I'm assuming everybody got it, but I'll have to go back and look, but it just wasn't, yeah, it didn't come up. So it was $6.29, so 2 of them is $12.58. I had the $4 off CRT, 3 of the $2 coupons from the newspapers today, making it $2.58, and then I got the $6 extra buck back, making that like a $3.42 moneymaker. So if I had used the $4 digital, if I had that, it would have been a dollar more moneymaker. So, but either way, it's still a really good moneymaker. So everything in this transaction was $70.31. It was $56.31 after coupons. I had the 10 off of 70, making $46.31. I got $34 back in extra bucks, and I got $4 from Ibotta and $4 from Fetch. Oh, when I scanned on Fetch too, it only picked up 1 axe, so I had to correct my receipt. So I'm waiting for that to come through. So it'll give me $42 back, where I spent out $46.31, making it just $4.31 for all of this. And if I had that digital coupon, I'll have to check into that, it would have only been $3.31 for all of these products. So here is my receipt. Let me hold it up here for you. There's all the goodies there, everything on there. Let me get down to this part here. And then you can see those are my paper coupons, 2 paper coupons for CoverGirl, 2 paper coupons for Monday, 1 paper coupon for the gum, and then the digital for the gum, and my 10 off of 70, and then my $4 off the CoverGirl. I used mostly extra bucks to pay, just left a subtotal of $1.31. And then here is my string of extra bucks I got back, everything we just talked about there. There they all are, all accounted for. So then I have some deals too that you don't need a 10 off of 70 for. We have a little stowaway. This is my Glenn here. He likes to sit here while I'm doing my video. He's a good boy. I'm going to scoot him out of the way though a little bit. All right, so I ended up doing this Colgate deal. It's been a long time since I got any of these optic white ones at like a decent price. And I had a spend 20 and get $2 in savings, you know, CRT. And then we also have a digital coupon for each one of these. So we have to be a little careful how we ring this one up. I did it at self-checkout because there's a $2 digital for this, a $4 for this, and a $2 for this, and then I had the 2 off of 20. However, the same $2 coupon for this will also attach to this. So I went to self-checkout, and I rung this one up first, and then I hit finish and pay. So the $4 coupon would attach to that. And then I hit return to scan more items. And then I scanned these 2 items, and then the $2 digital is attached to both of those with no problems. So the mouthwash is $6.99. The Pro toothpaste is $11.29, and the Optic white regular toothpaste there is $4.69. So the deal for these is you spend $20 and you get a $10 extra buck, and I also had to spend $20 and get $2 off CRT. So it was $22.97 for all of them. All of my coupons came off, making it $14.97 plus the 2 off of 20 made it $12.97, and I got my $10 extra buck back, making it $2.97 for all of these. So, or like basically like 99 cents a piece, I think, something like that. So I didn't think that was bad for the mouthwash with this. I mean, it's okay for regular toothpaste, but it's been so long since I got any of these. I just thought that was a pretty good deal and something you could do without a 10 off of 70 if you have that 2 off of 20 Colgate, which I think they do give most people some variation of that every week. So there's my $10 extra back. And then here is my receipt. See the $4 off the more expensive toothpaste, and then the 2 for mouthwash, 2 for toothpaste, the 2 off of 20. And then I just used all extra bucks to pay. So not bad, under $3 for all of those. Another thing you can do without a 10 off of 70, or if you If you have this CRT, I had a $4 off 16 Skintimate CRT. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. If you want to just buy 2 and put them in your 10 off of 70, that would be great. But I figured out that I could get all 3 of these for the same price, like as putting it, well, for $1 a piece. So let me show you how it breaks down. They are 2 for $7. I was really hoping the third one would also ring up, 2 for $7, 2 for $14, so $7 a piece. I was hoping the third one would ring up for $7. I couldn't remember if that would happen or not, but it didn't. It rung up for full price, but that's okay because it's still an excellent, excellent deal. So the Skintimate razors, men and the Schick, the women's and the men's, so Skintimate and Schick, are buy 2 at $14 and you get a $4 extra buck. So we have a $4 digital coupon if you have clipped that, and then we had $4 printable coupons that were available on coupons.com that no longer are, and they scan just fine. So I picked up 3 of them. So the first 2 were 2 for $14, and the third one was $8.99, so $22.99 for all of those. I had the 4 off of 16, the $4 digital, and 2 $4 paper coupons made it $6.99, and I got my $4 extra buck back. So it made it $2.99 for all 3 of those, or like 99 cents a piece. Now we'll get into if you only want to get 2 of them over here, but that, I thought that was a really good deal, just 99 cents per pack. So here is my receipt here. And you can see them all on there. The third one I got for $8.99. There's my 2 paper coupons, my digital, my 4 off of 16, and then I used $5 in extra bucks and $1.99 out of pocket. So $6.99, and then I did get my $4 extra buck back. I was going to put Maybelline in my 10 off of 72, but I also had a $3 off of $15 Maybelline CRT. So there's a couple different ways that you could get Maybelline products this week. If you just want to grab 2 baby lips and throw them at 10 off of 70 or even by themselves, it's a decent deal. To use my 3 off of 15 and get this turned out to be cheaper than getting 2 baby lips. So this is $9.59 in my store, and this is $5.19. So the total for both of those is $14.78, which does meet the 98% rule if your store follows that. So I needed to meet the 98% rule in order to use my $3 off of $15 Maybelline CRT. So the $4 CRT everybody got this week on Maybelline products came off, the 3 off of 15, and we do have a $2 manufacturer's coupon that attaches to this. It won't attach to baby lips or single eyeshadows or twin brow pencils because Maybelline has those too, but it will attach to this. So it made it $5.78, and then I got my $5 extra buck back, making it 78 cents for the mascara and the baby lips. Now, without the 3 off of 15, if you just grab 2 baby lips, in my store, that's going to be $5.19 a piece, so 2 of them would cost you $10.38. The only coupon that would come off was the $4 CRT that CVS gave us, making it $6.38. You get your $5 extra buck back, so it'd be $1.38 for 2 baby lips. So I'd rather do it this way and get a mascara and have it be 78 cents for a mascara and a baby lips as opposed to $1.38 for 2 baby lips. But if you don't have that CRT, then 2 of those is also a great thing to throw into your 10 off of 70. So here is my receipt for those. You can see my $2 digital came off for the mascara, the $4 off of any Maybelline, the 3 off of 15. I paid with an extra buck and then a bunch of those 2% back. Paid a penny out of pocket. So that was it. Yeah, so then I got my $5 extra buck back, making it 78 cents for the 2 of those. The last thing I did, I wanted to share this transaction because it could be just about $1 for you if you don't have a 10 off of 70, which for 2 Persil, 2 Schick, and 2 CoverGirl products is really good. So this is where I discovered on my other account that there's a $4 digital coupon for CoverGirl, so in addition to the $4 CRT. But by that point, all I had left was, because I had used my 2 $3 insert coupons that I had gotten today because this is obviously on a separate account, in that first transaction to get those 2 CoverGirl products. So what I ended up doing was getting an eyebrow pencil, and the $4 digital will attach to that. And then I still had a $3 paper coupon for our face products. So, I'll show you what we ended up doing here. So the 2 Schick were 2 for $14. You have a $4 digital and a $4 paper coupon. Actually, on this account, I didn't have the digital. I must not have clipped it in time, but thankfully I still had 2 more of the paper coupons. But hopefully you have a digital and a paper coupon. So it makes it $6. You get a $4 extra buck back, makes them $1 a piece. So you can see why over here I picked up 3 of them, because if I can get 3 for $1 a piece or 2 for $1 a piece, I was going to get, definitely might as well get a third one. So the Persil is the same deal as before. 2 of them is $13.98. No coupons makes it $13.98. You'll get a $6 extra buck back and $4 on Ibotta. Obviously, this is a separate Ibotta account and a separate CVS account. So it does make those $3.98 for 2 of them. So with the CoverGirl, I picked up the cheapest face product, was this powder at $8.79, $6.29 for the eye pencil, made it $15.08. So we had the $4 CRT, the $4 digital coupon, and then I had a $3 paper coupon for the face product. So in order to make sure that the $4 digital coupon attached to the eyebrow pencil and not to this, because that would leave me not being able to use the $3 paper coupon on this, I did this at self-checkout as well. So I went up there and I didn't put my CVS card in yet. I just scanned this item. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. I didn't put my CVS card in yet. I scanned this item, hit finish and pay, and then I scanned the $3 paper coupon. It accepted that. I dropped it in the machine, and then I went back to scan more items because I wanted to make sure the $3 paper attached to this and the $4 digital attached to that. So I made it $4.08 for the two of them, and I got a $6 extra buck back, making it a $1.92 moneymaker. However, if you just get two of the eyebrow pencils and you use the $3 paper coupon, the $4 CRT, and the $4 digital, it would be over a $4 moneymaker, making this whole transaction about $3 cheaper, give or take. So everything in this transaction was $43.06. It was $24.06 after coupons, and I got $20 back. $4 for the Schick, $6 for the Persil, $6 for the CoverGirl, and $4 on my Bata. Then waiting to come through because that was also had a 2% thing attached to it. So it would make it $4.06. But if you could get the like $4 moneymaker, as opposed to like the $1 and something moneymaker, that, it would maybe be about $2, I think, for everything, which I think for all of this with no 10 off of 70 would be a really good deal. So that's what I've picked up so far this week. It's definitely another really good week at CVS, and there's a lot of different things that you can put in your 10 off of 70. So happy shopping. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments below. Thank you for watching.